Okay, so next point is about data link layer. Okay, so the physical layer we have studied about layers, right? So here the physical layer deals with the transmission of signal over different transmission media, right? So data link layer is a lies between two layers, right? Let's check this. So here that is I'm writing DA, that is data link layer. Okay, then network layer, network layer. Okay, and this is physical. Okay, data link layer, network layer, and physical layer. So we start from 1, 2, 3 up to down. Okay, so this is a diagram of portions of data link layer. Okay, so this is the portions of the data link layer. So this is your chapter, that is data link layer. Okay, so first is a physical layer, then data link, network layer, and data link layer. Okay, okay, so here the physical layer deals with the transmission of signal over different transmission mediums. A reliable and efficient communication between two agents machine can be achieved via data link layer. This layer basically deals with frame formation. Okay, flow of control means this layer, which one this physical layer is deal with, means the physical layer is deal with the transmission of signal over different transmission media. Okay, so here a reliable efficient communication between two agents machine can be achieved via data link layer. This layer basically deals with frame formation, flow control, error control, addressing, and link management. While sending data from source to destination, errors may get introduced. The data communication circuits have only a finite data rate, and there is a non-zero propagation delay between the instance bit sent and instance at which it is received. This limitation affect the efficiency of data transfer. The data link layer protocol used to communication take care of all the problems. Data link layer is the second layer in OSI reference model. It is about the physical layer. It is interesting to know that the TCP IP suite does not define any protocol corresponding to data link layer and physical layer. Okay, so these two layers are known as the territories of network. So which one? The TCP IP suite does not define any protocol layer. The data link layer and physical layer, these two are known as the territories of network. These networks can provide service to all the upper layers of TCP IP. They can serve either wire or wireless network. So we know that what various types of network are connected to each other, right? For the internet. What? Okay. For interacting different networks that connecting a device such as routers or switch are used. The packet sent by sender host has a travel through all these networks to reach the destination host. So position of data link layer. So this is the positions of data link layer. Okay. So here data link layer means here you can see this. This is one. Okay. So this is 1 2 3. Okay, so here you can see this data link layer takes service from the physical layer. Okay, data link layer takes service from the physical layer, and data link layer provides the, okay, this one. So here you can see that the, okay, data link layer takes the service from the physical layer. Okay, and data link layer provides the service to the network layer. So here data link layer, design issue like functional data link layer. The data link layer is supposed to carry out many specific function. Okay, for effective data communication between two directly connected transmitting and receiving station. The data link layer has to carry out a number of specific function follow like function of data link layer like data control, frame synchronization, flow control, error control, address link. Okay, so the function of data link layer. So here you know that this position, what this data link layer is take the services from this physical layer and provide to the network layer. Then now here having the function of data link layer, function function of data link layer. This one is okay. Okay, function of data link layer here. First one is the data control. Data control. Okay, so service provide to the network layer. Okay, so here the data link layer provides a well-defined service interface to the network layer. The principal service is transferring data from network layer on sending machine to the network layer on the destination machine. This always take place via data link layer. Okay, sending machine and receiving machine. Okay, so this take place the always data is take means flow between these two way, right? Sending and receiving. So this is the data control here. Then next is a function that is a frame control. Frame synchronization. So in this, the same machine sends data in the form of block called frame to the destination machine. The starting and ending of each frame should be identified to that the frame can be recognized by the destination machine. Okay, so here the source machine send data in the form of blocks. Okay, call frame means it is a send from the machine send the data, source machine send the data in the form of the frame, that is in the form of the block. That's why it's called the frame synchronization. Okay, so here the starting and ending of each frame should be identified, so that in this data frame synchronization it always show the data in the form of frame, and here it identify data via the starting and ending data. Okay, then flow control. So here the source machine must not use data frame. Okay, so here the source machine must not use send the data frame at the rate faster than the capacity of destination machine to accept them. Okay, then error control. So here the source machine, the error introduced during transmission from source to destination machines must be dedicated and connected at the destination machine. Okay, so here what the error data control. Okay, so service provided to the network layer. Okay, so here the data link layer provides a well-defined service interface to the network layer. The principal service is transferring data from network layer on sending machine to the network layer on the destination machine. This always take place via data link layer. Okay, sending machine and receiving machine. Okay, so this take place the always data is take means flow between these two way, right? Sending and receiving. So this is the data control here. Then next is a function that is the frame synchronization. So in this, the same machine sends data in the form of block called frame to the destination machine. The starting and ending of each frame should be identified to that the frame can be recognized by the destination machine. Okay, so here the source machine send data in the form of blocks. Okay, called frame means it is a send from the machine send the data, source machine send the data in the form of the frame, that is in the form of the block. That's why it's called the frame synchronization. Okay, so here the starting and ending of each frame should be identified, so that in this data frame synchronization it always show the data in the form of frame, and here it identify data via the starting and ending data. Okay, then flow control. So here the source machine must not use data frame. Okay, so here the source machine must not use send the data frame at the rate faster than the capacity of destination machine to accept them. Okay, then error control. So here the source machine, the error introduced during transmission from source to destination machines must be dedicated and connected at the destination machine. Okay, so here what the error introduced during the transmission from source to destination. Okay, machine. So after that, addressing. Okay, sorry. So here when many machines are connected through LAN, the identifier of the individual machine must be specified while transmitting data frame. This is known as the addressing. Okay, means what here? When many machines are connected to the LAN, okay, together means all many machines are connected together the LAN. The identify and transmitted from source and destination means all machines are together connected to the LAN. The the identifier of the individual machine must be specified while transmitting data frame. This is known as the address tree. Then control and data on same link. Control, okay, and data on same link. Data on same link. So here the data and control information is connected in a frame and transmitted from the source to destination machine. The destination machine must be able to separate out the control information from data being transmitted. Then link management. Just 1 minute. So here the communication link between the source and destination is required to be initiate, maintain, and finally terminate for effective exchange of data. It requires coordinate and cooperation among all the involved safe station protocol for or procedure are required to be designed for the link management. Okay, then next point is about sorry then this is all about the data functions. Okay, then next point is nodes and link. Okay, nodes and link. So the type of communication taking place at the data link layer level is called as the node. Means the type of communication is taking place at the end of the link layer. Okay, is called as a node to node communication. A packet said by computer in an internet will have to travel through different type of networks, LAN and VLAN. Before reaching the destination, all the means packets sent by computer in the internet will have to travel through in different types of network, LAN or WAN, like local area network and wide area network, right? So before reaching the destination, all the LANs and WANs are connected to each other using router. So node, we can define node as the two end host. Okay, two end hosting through this we can define the nodes and routers in between them. Link, the nodes, the network in between the two hosts and routers are called link. Means the between means the connection between the relationship between nodes and routers called the link. Okay, source node and destination node. So the first node in the network is called as the source node, while the last node is called as the destination node. Okay, then service provided to the network layer. Services provided to the network layer. So network layer is the layer about the data link layer in the OSI model, right? So it is supposed to provide service to the network layer. Hmm. The main service to be provided is transfer data. Means the main service of network layer is to the transfer the data and the network layer on the sending machine to the network layer of the receiving machine. The virtual part follow for such communication. It is not the actual part. The actual path followed by the data from sending machine to the destination is shown in the means which is why the layer below the network layer. Then physical medium, then layer 1, 2, 3 receiving machine. So types of service provided: unacknowledged connection service, unacknowledged connection service, acknowledged connection service, and acknowledged connection oriented service. So here types of service like first one is okay. This is the first one. Acknowledge the connection service. Just 1 minute. So here acknowledge unacknowledged connection service, then acknowledge connection service. Okay, just 1 minute. So this one acknowledge connection service. Okay, then third one is acknowledge connection. Just 1 minute. Acknowledge connection service oriented. Okay, so this is the three types which service provided, service provided. So the types like acknowledge, unacknowledged connection service, acknowledge connection service, and acknowledge the connection oriented service. So here the first one is the unacknowledged connection less here need to be there. Sorry, connectionless service. This also, and this connection oriented. Okay, so unacknowledged connectionless service here. In this type of service, the destination machine does not send. Okay, so here the in this type of service, the destination machine does not send back any acknowledgement. Why? Because here name is that is it is an acknowledged connectionless service, right? So here the in this type of service, what is there here? Destination machine does not send back any acknowledgement after receiving frame, right? So it is a connection service. So the connection is a means it is a connection led service, sorry. So no connection is stabilized before communication or release after it is over. It is a frame is lost due to the channel noise, then there are no attempt made to recover it. So this service is suitable only if error rate is low. It's suitable for real-time traffic such as speech. This type of service is highly unreliable. Then acknowledgement connection service. This is the next step to improve reliability. In this service, there are no connection established for data transfer. But for each frame, receive the receiver sends acknowledgement to the sender. If frame is not received within some specific time, it is assumed to be lost and sender will retransmit it. Okay, so acknowledgement connectionless service में क्या होता है कि it frames is not received within the some specific time, means this is the next step to improve reliability. This is the help of acknowledgement connection service. It is a step to improve the reliability. So in this service there are no connection established for data transfer, but for frame receiver means for the each frame receive, the receiver send an acknowledgement to the sender. If frame is not received within some specific time, okay, then it is assumed to be lost and the sender will retransmit it. So this service is suitable for communication over unreliable channels such as wireless channel. Then acknowledgement connection oriented service. This is the most sophisticated one. Okay. The source and destination machine establish a connection before transferring the data. A specific number is given to each frame being sent, and data link layer guarantees that each transmitted frame is received. All the frames are guaranteed to be received in the same order as order of transmission. Each received frame will be acknowledged individually by the destination machine. The data transfer takes place by following the resting phase give the below like connection is established, the data frames are actually transmitted, then the connection is released after completion of data transfer. Then two sublayers. The two catalog categories of link like the medium which connected to nodes physically can be capable or air, but the important point here is that function of data link layer is to control how the medium is used. We can have DLL which can utilize the capacity of the medium either fully or partially. A partially used medium is called as a point-to-point link, whereas a fully used medium is called as the what broadcast links. Okay, so here two sublayers having partial and what fully fully or partial. Okay, fully means point to point and partial means point to point and fully means broadcast link. So two sublayers. So here we can provide, so data links layers having two sublayers. Okay, so here's having two sublayers. Let's check. That is DLC, and MAC layer. DSC sublayer and MAC sublayer. Okay, so this is the two layer. Okay, so here this 1 minute. Okay, so DLC, that is the data links layer, DLC sublayer and MAC layer. So here we can divide the data link layer. Okay, so this is the whole is the data link layer, and this divided by the what DLC sublayer and MAC layer. Okay, so DLC is nothing but data link control sublayer. DLC is data link control link layer, and MAC means media access control sublayer. Okay, and so we can provide the data link layer into two sublayers in order to have better understanding of this functionality. The service provided by it. The two sublayers are follow like DLC, data link control, means D for data link control sublayer, and medium access control sublayer. So there are two sublayers as shown in this figure. So the DLC sublayer is supposed to handle all the issues common to the point to point as well as broadcasting. However, the MAC sublayer is supposed to handle the issues related only to broadcast link. Okay, so this is two sublayer is data link layer. Okay, then